And, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL sends us to the state of Michigan as we are inside Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Today, it's a black and blue matchup in the NFC North between the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions. That's fielded in the end zone. Nifty move. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And the catch made by Dontrell Inman. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
Kendall Wright, the intended target, and it's third down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Don't know if we saw too much of that on the college tape. Trubisky using his legs to pick up the first.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed. Boom.
On first and 10, it's Trubisky. Forced out to his left. And we're there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Now Trubisky on first down. Steps away to his left. And it's incomplete. It's a dangerous pass. That's what it was. And it brings up second down. Second down here after the incomplete pass. Now Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. As an inside linebacker, got to be a little bit more poised.
No doubt about it, because they get a little bit of flexibility, especially when they're trying to stuff a gap. You know, we get that double A gap look. This time he got too eager and got too deep into the backfield.
A toss to Abdullah. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain there on first and 5, and it leaves him with a more standard second down. He couldn't get the edge there. It wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside.
No, not at all. I would agree with that totally, because sometimes the defensive guys, they win the edge battle. And when they do that, there's no place for the running back to go, and especially for offensive linemen trying to get out ahead. With their footwork and speed, it was negligible on that play. No gain at all for the offense.
A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Same result as last play, 14 yards and another first down. Now a play fake here on first down. The 20. Ebron caught left side. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. They go play action here on first down. Being chased out left. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 12 more yards there and another first down. Play fake to Abdullah. It's Stafford. Buying time to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. Matthew Stafford. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. Now Matt Prater for the point after. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So the offense taking over in just a second. But you know, last year, going off the script a little bit, so much talk around Jared Goff, Carson Wentz, who would go 1, who would go 2, and will they pan out? Well, this year, they are both panning out really well.
They certainly are, and they went 1 and 2. Jared Goff.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Tahir Whitehead leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. On second down, here's Trubisky. That's caught left side by Bellamy. And he'll be shoved to the turf that time at the 32-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so. Now Trubisky lost the football, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop, but that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything, so it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Now on fourth down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now it's Matt Prater on for the Lion field goal try. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was a crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
On first down, Trubisky dancing to his left. Dances by him. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Now whistles as time has run out on this first quarter. It's a close game here early on. We're back to the Motor City after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And they've got it here with a first down. Red zone opportunity. From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. Forced out to his left. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Now Trubisky to throw on second. Steps away to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Mitchell Trubisky taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And in the end, the finishing touch, an 11-yard run. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Before we see this next possession, you and I were talking before the game about the AFC. Those are your best records in that conference. Chiefs at 6-3. Really, they're running away with the AFC West.
Yeah, and that's a surprise, isn't it? Because in preseason, we all, well, I shouldn't say all, but most of us probably thought the AFC West was the toughest division in football. But Denver's fallen off the pace. The Raiders have been a little bit of a disappointment, and the Chargers just can't gain traction. So right now, it's Kansas City's division to lose. And if they get home field, could you imagine all those teams having to visit Kansas City? One of the best atmospheres in the game. On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Encroachment defense.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Being chased out left. The left side completion to Jones. And he is going to feel that one. Knocked down hard. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Here's Stafford. He completes it to Abdullah.
Oh,
Still going. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Encroachment, defense.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So following the penalty, now 1st and 5. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Encroachment, defense.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Still first down.
1st and goal from the 5. Following the penalty, Abdullah. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. On the sneak, it's Stafford. Only a yard on the sneak, not what he was hoping for, and it's 3rd down. They run. Abdullah. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
They might think about going for it here, but it's still just the second quarter. Take the 3 points, tell the defense you believe in them, and let them get the ball back for you.
They snap it to Stafford. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. He tried to keep it himself, but can't stretch his way in. And the Chicago defense able to come up with a goal line stand. A breakdown by the O-line at the worst possible time. 4th and goal, and it leads to a sack.
And I can just see it now. They're on the sidelines. They're telling the quarterback, you've got to get rid of it somehow, some way. At least get it in the end zone and give us a chance. If we throw an interception, so what? A sack? We didn't even have a chance.
Well, let's make a pivot here. We're in the midst of Week 11, Charles. NFC picture right now for the playoffs. You got the Saints, Vikings, and Rams at 7-2. Eagles' best record in football at 8-1. What are you seeing out of that side?
Well, I'm seeing the things that you're seeing. Those teams setting the pace, and I'm not sure how they're going to be headed off. Now, the one I'm identifying as a real potential is going to be the LA Rams because they just
look at the big man rumble. He's at the 40. He's at the 30. And he's going to be marked down deep in Detroit territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 78 yards. Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete. Deion Sims is tied in the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Here we go now.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Ezekiel Ansah in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. 4th down. Here's Trubisky. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Kendall Wright, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears have taken the lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was the super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
A drive that time of 6 plays. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. Barth now to kick this one away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. All right, let's discuss Ameer Abdullah. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. It's the rookie from Alabama, Eddie Jackson, with a pick. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
Partner, that is a quarterback no-no right there. He's flushed out to his left, so he's trying to orient his body into a position to make this throw. But by then, he shrunk the field, and he winds up throwing the interception.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Paul Warlow coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. On 2nd down, Trubisky buying time to his left. Oh, what a move. Now Trubisky lost the football. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. A minute 52 left to play in this second quarter. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Dancing to his left. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. 1st down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a 1st down.
Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Mitch Unrein able to use that strength and get him for a loss of 2.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. A big play there just before halftime. 44 yards. Now a play fake it at Stafford. That's complete right around the 8. Flashed a nifty move, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Play action. Stafford forced out to his left. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got to jump here.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So that one will be accepted.
Still third down.
They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. The final shot before the break. Stafford feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. And apparently that's all, Larry. So much for the halftime report. We'll see in the postgame. We're ready to get to the 3rd quarter. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. Well, with that pass falling incomplete, let's have some fun. You know, last week we talked about all the celebrations we're seeing across the NFL. How about the sack race 2 weeks ago that the Chiefs did? Yeah, how about that?
That was pretty good. And he scored the touchdown. So they must have known whoever scored the touchdown, they would allow that person to win the sack race. The other one stumbled and fell. I thought that was fun and somewhat original. How about this past week in the game that I saw, Washington and Minnesota?
Oh, the leapfrog.
Yeah, they played leapfrog after, I believe, an Adam Thielen touchdown. So that was a lot of fun. But Stephon Diggs, he doesn't know quite the rules sometimes crop up. He went and tried to Velcro himself to the goalpost after a touchdown.
That's a penalty.
That's a penalty because the only prop you can use is the ball.
They're going to run it with Abdullah. And, a big collision there. He's hit and knocked backward. It's a gain of 4 that time, and it's good enough for a Detroit first down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Oftentimes when you're not winning at the point of attack for an offensive line, maybe they're getting out physical. Spread things out a little bit, make it more of a one-on-one blocking scheme. Then you don't have to win it physically. You just have to win it by position. That may open things up for your running backs.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The Lions on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford being chased out left. Out to the flat for Riddick. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
As a general rule, going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And his throw here is incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. That'll bring up second down. Close there. He caught it, just wasn't able to stay in bounds.
And that's where the sideline, it was used as a 12th defender. You know, 11's legal. This one is an imaginary one that my college coach used to call.
Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And this is picked up by the Bears. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Now, let's be frank. You hate the fumble. The end of the play. But prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sims. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
This is Howard on 2nd down. And a big hit at the end of that one. He's knocked down hard. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Inman has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
They'll indeed go for it with Trubisky. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. Right at the 45. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Get some 9 yards and a first.
Now that was an inspirational scramble for a first down, all the while absorbing a big-time hit. Well, we know the guys in the huddle appreciate what he's doing. But how about the guys in the press box, the luxury boxes, the guy who signs his checks, and especially the main guy with the headset on the sideline? I'm not so sure they like that so much.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Now Trubisky on first down. Dancing to his left. And he's got some space here. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. Forced out to his left. Now Trubisky lost the football. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
I know many talk about the kick return as maybe the most exciting play in football. But any type of a return where it's a change of possession, where the defense gets the ball, that's exciting too. But it's not just an accident. Once they get the football, they've worked on finding people to block, creating running lanes for the guy with the ball, and protecting him And this one was a long run.
Absolutely, they did all of that and more. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. And Stafford's going to take it himself. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
Normally when you run that play on second down, you don't expect to be pushed back.
Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions trailing but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. The offense on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Darren Fells from a yard out. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting runs, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Steps away to his left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. And this one is incomplete.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going.
Now Trubisky lost the football. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A good pickup there at 22. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Being chased out left. And this is caught for a touchdown. We'll check the flag, but it looked like a clear offsides, and it should stand.
Offside. Defense.
And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll try to run it in with Abdullah. And he is not going to get in here. But there is a flag down, however. And it looked like someone might have come across a little early. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
So now here come the Lions up to go for 2. Stafford. Buying time to his left. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Bears hold it. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
2nd and 10 now as Trubisky under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Tahir Whitehead able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of 3. Now it's Trubisky escaping the pressure right. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Sims. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Now, before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Okay, it was 4th down, but you still had time here in the 4th quarter. Instead, they make the decision to go for it in their own side of the field, and this ball winds up getting intercepted.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Fells has it, left side. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
Off the bootleg. Stafford. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Nick Kwiatkowski in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Lions go for it on 4th. It's Stafford. Flush to his right. Room here to run. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And this is picked up by the Bears. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. play a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold him, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
They'll try and run for it. Option left. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6.
Do you have one of those charts that tells you to go for 2 or go for 1?
I don't. I know you do, but I don't care what the chart says there. You got to kick it, right?
I agree totally, because somewhere the chart's something's going to pop out of the chart and say, hey, man, just kick the extra point here. You're in good shape. I think they were chasing points there when they didn't need to.
Yeah, try to get a little bit greedy, take the lead in the 4th quarter. Now they still trail by 1. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1, because margin for error is starting to slip away. And now it's down to a 1-score game.
Off the bootleg. Stafford dancing to his left. And he's able to get up here to the 26. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Off the bootleg. Stafford forced out to his left. And he's got room. Oh, he slipped right by him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. Off the bootleg. Stafford steps away to his left. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
But that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we could make a play, we give our team.
A crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jarrad Davis. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he is knocked down from the side, right at the line of scrimmage. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. From the 50 at Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. From the red zone now, Stafford. Flushed out right. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Stafford now to throw. Being chased out left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the rookie from Alabama, Eddie Jackson, with a pick. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. The 30, 20, 10, and they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Here's Trubisky, buying time to his left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There was a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this run.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Akeem Hicks in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Akeem Hicks in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. A good pick up there at 20 yards. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the rookie from Alabama, Eddie Jackson, with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. It's them with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it. He's going to float this one deep right side. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trusting his quarterback and trusting his offense.
But still.
And then at the end, he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
Back to throw. He's got his tight end. It's Fells. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
But the most important one, got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Danny Trevathan in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
On the ground, it's Riddick. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive, escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Well, that's the 4th time that they've tried to go for it on 4th down. They've only converted once, Charles.
And obviously not a good percentage. And if you're going to go for it on 4th down, you think that you've got the right play dialed up. You can't be stopped. Your momentum's going to keep going. But 1 for 4, that tells you that you need to look at things in a different way, and you need to tip your cap to the defense. They've done a great job.
And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. He's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. A road win in the National Football